It doesn't matter if you own or rent. The thought of a stranger entering your home and stealing something is scary. And companies know that it freaks people out just to think about it. You may have seen or heard these before.
Someone has been stealing packages.
Simply safe.
And people will be replacing their sold signs with ADT signs.
With Ring, you're always home.
Because break-ins and burglaries do happen. So how worried should I be about a burglary in my home? A household burglary is categorized as the taking of property by an individual who has no right to be in the house. In 2017, there were just over 2.5 million burglaries in the US, a rate of 20.6 per thousand households. That is a huge decrease over the last 22 years. In 1995, that rate was 54.4 per thousand households. So currently the odds of a burglary at your home are 1 in 50. Those are the same odds as you meeting the requirements to be a Mensa member. And you have a better chance of being a vegetarian, or your favorite sport being golf. And that sharp decrease in home burglary, it does coincide with the growth of home security systems. Though according to Dr. Zach Lee from the University of Texas at Arlington, it may not be a direct causation.
However, the doorbell cameras, as I mentioned, is like a trend right now. However, it is too early to mention or to say how effective they are.
Professor Lee wasn't dismissive of some of their benefits, though. He did mention a big upside. Even if the rate of deterrence isn't set in stone, if your home is broken into, it does make prosecution easier for the police because they have more evidence available. Oh, worth noting, Dr. Lee knows just a thing or two here. He's been studying this stuff for almost 20 years. As part of his research, he's interviewed hundreds of professional burglars. And while they mention home security systems can act as a psychological deterrent at times, it's not the most important thing in preventing a burglary.
Well, the alarm industry may not like my comments, but the installing alarm system is not number one home protection. Crime prevention is not a fancy, very expensive practice. It's the simple and the routine.
It's things like locking your front door, having your neighbors pick up your mail when you're out of town, or shoveling driveways and sidewalks in the winter. It isn't just academics offering up simple solutions. Police across the nation have basic tips as well. Use a deadbolt lock with a 1-inch throw bolt. Install lights by all exterior doors and windows. Develop a good rapport with your neighbors.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
And there are many, many more. So check with your local police department if you have questions. Oh, and Dr. Lee did have one more tip from his extensive research that just might work for you.
They say the dog can be a number one home protection from the break-ins or burglaries. That's what the professional burglars mentioned to me.